It is an unusual day for it, but they did announce that today we are having our first, possibly only, drip marketed character for 4.1. And I've already seen who it is, but nothing else. I haven't even seen the full art. I saw a glimpse on my YouTube Shorts feed and then I scrolled away. Aha, instant Ashvale. I am slightly worried because he is gonna fall on the patch that is shorter and right before anniversary, so he's getting the mighty treatment, or might be getting the mighty treatment. So fear in terms of his viability long term, but on the other hand, I'm a boodle name. You know, I'm gonna make him work. I also still use mighty. I'm gonna make them work. I just wish that they would place these characters at more convenient times every now and then. Anyway, and of course he's fucking Hunt. Why wouldn't he be? But let's take a look at his art first. I do think, however, this is not our first Lightning Hunt character, because our last one was Molza. Remember that guy? The end of an era? Anyway, God, look at him. He is gorgeous. I didn't expect him to be a detective, but I vibe with it. I love it. Design-wise, to no one's surprise, I love it. The black, white, red, always been up my alley. I'm gonna assume that this is not his sleeve, right? I wish I could get... Can I get a little closer? Enlarge! Resize! This we already saw in the drip marketing, but this is not like a sleeve or something. This is just his arm. Very interesting. I also didn't know the crescent moons on his chest. I'm a sucker for like gradient hair color that like fade like that. He has the wolf cane, which also has the crescent moons. This one's so pretty. I'm gonna assume that's a wolf. A dog would be a little, I don't know, underwhelming. But this does also look more like a wolf. He also has like these. Let me go back it up again. Oh, and I didn't see beneath him is also like the. Assuming that's also supposed to be a wolf's jaw, and it looks like within this mist or whatever it is, there's also something kind of like reminds me of Yao Guang, the eyes, though it's a little different kind of. But you see what I mean? What kind of drink is this, good sir? And why is there 3 bottles here? Is that water? Is that some kind of energy drink? Is that alcohol? What are we doing? Let me see if I can catch. There's a crescent moon, but I don't think we can catch anything else on the board or anything. I think it's too small to tell. If you look top right, reminds of sleep. Okay, I wasn't gonna say it because I was like, maybe that's too far-fetched. But yes, this does remind me of Sleepy, and that might just be pure coincidence. Might just be a resemblance and nothing else. But yes, this up here does very much remind me of Sleepy. The colors and these slits, these eyes, if you can call them that. I saw people speculating that he maybe has Borzen connections. That'd be interesting. See, my first thought was, for some reason, just because I saw someone who pointed out Sleepy, no other basis whatsoever, just occurred to me that we still have not met the history fictionologist that created Gallagher yet. This could very much just be like one single little design thing, but not a bit more of like Renova eyes. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things this resembles. For sure. The dog looks like a jackal. And Gallagher was dog-coded, the bloodhounds. Like, hear me out. Listen, I think that'd be really fun, actually. A history fictionologist that's also a detective, I think that'd be so fun. So, I guess without further ado, if there's nothing else in this design right about now. And to be fair, these colors, the red, black, and like greenish, also kind of Gallagher-coded. But let's read the description here. I'm Ashvale, the Ash Detective. Ace Detective of the Ashton Detective Agency. The ADA? Here's my card. I take on all kinds of commissions, such as looking for lost pets, pretending to be a parent and parent-teacher nights. That's so cute, actually. Capturing interstellar wanted criminals, or tracing the whereabouts of an eon. So what can I do for you? So he does it all. Operates on a whim, hardcore deduction, relies purely on intuition, yet repeatedly cracks strange cases. Alright, Sherlock. With a monkey for... With a monkey for an assistant? Retirement is the only goal. As for the detective sleeping in the fridge, he's just waiting for a willing bite. Under the phantasmoon, the vile beast howls. How will his game of hounding pursuit draw to a close? I'm sorry, what? I'll get back to that in a second. A special shout out to Ashwell for winning #1 legendary Reaper Constitution. Oh, the Herald, what do they call him? The Herald of Death? So that is presumably him. First place for There's Definitely Something Wrong with the Detective I Hired. That's a light novel title right there. As for the detective sleeping in the fridge, what does this mean? What is, like, I'm gonna assume that's not literal, or maybe it is, I don't know, but what does this mean? You fascinate me, good sir. So can we see his monkey? Where's the monkey? Also, why monkey? And he also seems to, like, he does everything, basically. He handles the most, like, weird, serious cases, but also, like, you know, very trivial things, which, honestly, I love. I love that he's not limiting himself, you know, keeping his options open. I wasn't going to mention him, but yes, anytime I hear the word monkey, I do think of Dr. Primitive. So, can we see said monkey, please? To no one's surprise, I am going to be pulling him. It's also weird that of the 3 playable Galaxy Rangers we have so far, we have 2 hunts and 1 erudition. I think they just love making male hunt characters, which they don't all have to be hunt or destruction. Like, goddamn. He might be another break character and add something new to break, maybe. Which, honestly, like, I love break, but 3 break Galaxy Rangers, I don't want that just to be, like, that faction's entire gimmick, you know? Funnily enough, it's the only faction that has more percentage of their canon path. Yeah, sure. But then, like, also, they could have just locked in and made Rappa Hunt. And also, we know that lore paths have never stopped them from branching out. Ron May isn't erudition. If you notice, all of the characters that share a playable path also share similarities with their own story. Oh yeah, like, playable paths are still based on their characters. For sure. A character can follow more than one path. Like, you don't just call dibs on one and then are locked in.